Hi, my name is CJ and welcome to another crochet tutorial. For this video, I will be teaching you how to crochet a hoodie which is inspired by the movie Tall Girl. Now before starting this one, you have to be clear and you have to be sure of your exact measurements. For the body part, I made mine about 15 inches for the front and also 15 inches on the back. From the shoulder part up to here, it will be 11.5 inches. So for this part, I measured mine about 5 inches. For the sleeves, mine's 13 inches. And for the shoulder, mine is about 12 inches. So for the hoodie, I will also be measuring this one for your reference. So it's about 12 inches. You can make yours longer or shorter by increasing the number of chains, increasing the number of rows, and the number of double crochet. First, let's start with a slip knot. Then let's make chains. Now this is a total of 30 chains. For the next row, let's make 3 more chains. 1, 2, 3. So these 3 chains here stands as our first double crochet. And then so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you will be placing the first double crochet here on the 5th chain. Okay, there you go. So let's make more 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet in all of the chains. For the next row, let's make chain 3, turn, and then make 1 double crochet on this stitch but only on the back loop. Okay, so what we did is an increased here. Let's make 1 double crochet for the rest of the back loops. So last double crochet. Moving on to the next row, let's make chain 3, turn, and then on the next stitch here, so 1, 2, second stitch, let's make 1 double crochet in its back loop. And then 1 double crochet for the rest of the back loops. Last one right here. For the next row, let's make chain 3, turn, and on this stitch, on the back loop only, let's make 1 double crochet. Okay, so that is also an increase. Then let's make 1 double crochet for the rest of the back loops. Last one right here. Let's make chain 3, turn, then 1 double crochet here, so 1, 2, double crochet on this back loop only, and then for the rest of the back loops. Last stitch here, let's make 1 more double crochet. Onto the next row, let's make chain 3, turn, and 1 double crochet on this same stitch. Next rows, let's just make 1 double crochet on the back loops. One double crochet on the last stitch. Now the next row will be our last row for this part. Let's make chain 3, turn, and then 1, 2. So on this second stitch here, let's make 1 double crochet, but also only on the back loop. Then repeat the same thing for the rest of the stitches. Last stitch here, let's make 1 double crochet. As you can see, we made an increasing pattern on the top. Now we have to make chains. Now I have made 25 chains, so this part goes up to your shoulder. To start this row, let's add more 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then on this 5th chain right here, let's make 1 double crochet. Okay, there you go. So this 1, 2, 3, these 3 chains here stands as your first double crochet, and this 4th right here is your base. So next, let's make 1 double crochet. To continue, let's make 1 double crochet on the back loops. Last stitch here. Okay, so make 1 double crochet. Okay, so for the next few rows, you will be making just the same thing, just 1 double crochet on the back loop stitches, and then we'll meet later. I have made here a total of 4 rows, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we will now start with our decreases. Okay, so let's make chain 3, and then turn. So insert your hook on the second stitch, 1, 2, yarn over and pull, and then pull through 2 loops only, and then yarn over, and then insert your hook on the next stitch here, yarn over and pull, then pull through 2 loops, and then pull through all these loops. Now what we made here is a double crochet 2 together. Now moving on to the next back loops, just make 1 double crochet each. For the next row, let's make chain 3, and then insert your hook on the second stitch. Just make 1 double crochet. Now we have 3 stitches left. Let's make a double crochet 3 together. So insert your hook on this back loop, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook on this back loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over, insert your hook on this third chain here, yarn over and pull, insert through the first 2 loops, and you have to pull your yarn onto these 4 loops right here. Okay, so moving on to the next row, let's make chain 3. To start the decrease, let's make double crochet 2 together. Now please note that when we are going down, we will be making double crochet 2 together, and then as we go up, the last 3 stitches here, we will be making double crochet 2 together. So now that we are going down, let's make double crochet 2 together. So 1, 2 on this second stitch, yarn over and pull, insert through the first 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook on this back loop, pull through the first 2 loops, and then pull through these 3 loops. Okay, so let's make 1 double crochet for the rest of the back loops. Next row, let's make chain 3. Okay, then turn. Insert your hook on the back loop of the second stitch. Make double crochet. And then do the same thing, 1 double crochet on the back loops. Down to our last 3 here, so let's make double crochet 3 together. On the back loop of this stitch, insert your hook and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook on the back loop, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and last one, yarn over and insert your hook on the third chain, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and pull through all these loops. Okay, so moving on to the next row, let's make chain 3. Yarn over, count 1, 2, stitch, and insert your hook. Let's make a double crochet 2 together. So that is our decrease. Now make 1 double crochet for the rest of the back loops. Next row, let's make chain 3. One, 2. Okay, so make your double crochet on the back loops. Let's make a double crochet 3 together. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, insert on the back loop, pull through the first 2 loops, and last one, yarn over, insert on the 3rd chain, yarn over and pull, insert on the first 2 loops, and insert through all the loops here. Okay, so for the next row, let's make chain 3. 1, 2. Insert your hook on this back loop. Pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and insert your hook on the back loop. Pull through the first 2 loops and pull through all these loops. Again, continue with 1 double crochet on each of the back loop. Now you have to make a few more rows here. So just the same thing, make decreases on this top part and no decreases on the bottom. Now I have made a total of 11 rows with decreases. We will now be doing the other half of our top. Starting with chain 3. Move on to the second back loop, 1, 2. Now for our last stitch, let's make 2 double crochet. And last one. Okay, so for the next row, let's make chain 3. Then let's make 2 more double crochet on the back loop of this stitch. That's 1 and 2. Now make 1 double crochet on the back loops. Next row, starting here from the bottom, let's make chain 3 and then make 1 double crochet in the back loop of the second stitch. Continue making 1 double crochet only on the back loops. For the last stitch, let's make 2 double crochet. Now as you can see, we are making an increase here, and this is to mirror the other half of our top. For the next row, let's make chain 3 and onto the same stitch at the back loop, let's make 2 more double crochet. Make 1 double crochet for the rest of the back loops. Next row, chain 3. Move on to the second stitch and make 1 double crochet on the back loops. Let's make 2 double crochet on the last stitch. 1 and 2. Okay, next row, let's make chain 3, and on the first stitch here, let's make 3 double crochet on the back loop. So just make 2 more double crochet since this 3 chains here stands as your first double crochet. Okay. Then continue making 1 double crochet for the rest of the back loops. Okay, so you have to make 5 more rows of this, and just like the first rows, you have to make increases on the top part. I am done with my 11 increasing rows, and to complete this part, you will just be making 4 more rows without any increase or decrease, just like on the other side. Let's start with chain 3. Turn, and onto the second back loop, let's make 1 double crochet. Then 1 double crochet for the rest of the back loops. Double crochet. Then let's meet again after making 3 more rows. We're now done here. So what we'll do next is just like this one. Before we do that, let's lock this stitch. Cut your yarn. Make sure it's tight, and then hide this excess yarn here using a tapestry needle. Okay, so to start, count 33 from the bottom right here. Okay, so insert your hook only fully on the back loop and turn. So when you turn it, this will be the back loop. Now let's make a slip knot. Insert your hook and let's make chain 3. Then let's make 1 double crochet for the rest of the back loops. Last double crochet here. Next row, let's make chain 3. Then 1 double crochet on the back loops. Now we will be making a decrease here. Let's make double crochet 2 together. Insert your hook on the back loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, insert on the 3rd chain, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops and pull through these 3 loops. Now for the next row, let's make chain 3. We will not be doing any decrease. So on to the next stitch. Okay, so let's make double crochet on the back loops. Last double crochet. Next row, let's make chain 3. Then 1 double crochet on the back loops. Let's make a decrease, double crochet 2 together. Insert your hook on the back loop, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook on the 3rd chain, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops and pull through all 3 loops. Okay. So continue making 3 more rows with decreases. So for the 5th one, you will make no decrease. For the 6th one, you will make a decrease here, also on the top part. And for the last one, no increase. Then let's meet again. We are now done with the front part of our top. Now we will be making the back part. You will also do the same thing, just like what you did here. So this is 30 double crochet, and you also ended up with 30 double crochet here. Now what you have to do next is to copy the same pattern and make it here. Then let's meet again after making the 7 increasing rows. We are now done on this part, so to continue, let's make 25 chains. That is also what we did here. We added 25 chains. Let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and continue. After making the 25 chains, repeat the same pattern just like what you did here. But for this part, you will have to continue making the rows of double crochet on the back loops, but without any decrease or any increase, just like this one. it should be a full back. It should be a straight line. After making the 25 chains, you should repeat the same pattern just like what you did here. However, the difference is that this part doesn't have any decreases or increases. Make the same number of double crochet. Just make one double crochet on all of the back loops and then just make one double crochet on each of the back loop. You also have to make a total of 22 rows just like what you did here. Let's meet again after making all the rows. I am now done with the 30 rows. As you can see, it is equal to the other side. Now let's lock this stitch. Cut the yarn and hide this excess yarn using a tapestry needle. Now let's finish up this side. You will just be repeating the same pattern just like this one. It is a total of 7 rows. Count 33 starting from the bottom. Insert your hook on the back loop and make a slip knot. Okay, so that's it. Just continue making the same pattern just like this one. It will be a decreasing pattern. And just like on the other side, we also ended up with 30 double crochet. We will now be attaching it to the other side. Insert your hook on this stitch. And make chain 1. Now we will be connecting the sides using slip stitches. Insert your hook and insert your hook on the back loop, then slip stitch. Then repeat the same pattern. Let's now lock our stitch. Hide the excess yarn using a tapestry needle. We will now be proceeding with the bottom band. And make a slip knot. Insert your hook and let's make chains. This is a total of 12 chains. And we will be doing 1 single crochet for each chain. Skip this chain and move on to the next. Now let's slip stitch it into this stitch. Slip stitch it into here. Now let's make one single crochet on the back loop of these stitches. So you will start here. So you should always have a total of 11 single crochet. Next row, chain 1. Then 1 single crochet on the back loops. Okay, so let's slip stitch here. And before you turn, slip stitch here. Let's turn. And let's make 1 single crochet for the 11 back loops. So that will be here. Now repeat the same pattern all around the bottom part. And let's meet here. Now let's connect it to the other side. Let's go back here. Connect using slip stitches. And lock the stitch. Hide using a tapestry needle. Now we are done with the bottom band. Let's do the sleeves. To start, insert your hook here on this stitch. Let's make a slip knot. Then let's make chains. Now this is a total of 56 chains. Now let's skip this first chain and move on to the next. Let's make 1 double crochet. Continue making double crochet in all of the chains. let's slip stitch it here. Another slip stitch here on the middle, and last one right here. Now let's turn. Then you will make one double crochet in all of the back loops. So let's start from here. Now for the next row, let's make the same thing. Chain 1 and turn. Let's make one double crochet in all of the back loops. Now slip stitch. Okay, so let's slip stitch it here. Slip stitch on the middle and here. Now let's turn and make one double crochet in all of the back loops. So starting from here. Now this is our progress. Now you have to do the same thing, the same pattern until you make it here. Now we are done on this part. So to continue, let's make chain 1, turn, and make one double crochet only on the back loops. Now let's make a few more rows. Let's start with chain 1 and then making one double crochet only on the back loops. So I have made 10 rows of double crochet. We will now attach it into the other side. So insert your hook on the first stitch. Chain 1, then attach using slip stitches. So let's use the front loop here and then insert your hook on the other side and slip stitch. So let's repeat the same thing. We are done here. So let's make one single crochet all around. Start with chain 1 and this stitch. Let's make one single crochet. Next stitch, one single crochet. So let's continue making one single crochet until you reach it here. Last single crochet here. And let's lock the stitch. Hide the excess yarn using a tapestry needle. Now to finish this sleeve, we will be doing the same thing just like the bottom band here. So let's make it here on this sleeve. Let's insert a slip knot. Let's make chains. So this is 9 chains. Skip the first one and go to the next. Let's make single crochet. Slip stitch it here. And slip stitch here. Then make one single crochet on the back loops. So it's starting from here. Okay, so for the next row, chain 1, then make one single crochet only on the back loops. Then slip stitch. Slip stitch it here and make another row of single crochet only on the back loops. Now repeat the same pattern all around. Now let's connect it to the other side. Let's use again slip stitch for connecting. Let's lock the stitch. And hide the excess yarn using a tapestry needle. Now we are done with our first sleeve. Then do the exact same thing on the other side. Now we are finished on both sides. We will now be connecting these two here on the shoulder part, and after that we will be making the hoodie. So insert on the very last stitch and also on the last stitch of the other side. Let's make a slip knot. Let's make chain 1 to start. Okay. So just like the previous ones, let's connect these two sides here using a slip stitch. So last row. Then let's lock this stitch. Hide using a tapestry needle. Also done on the other side. So let's proceed to making the hoodie. Now starting from the center, count 2 rows. So from here, 1, 2, and then insert your hook on this stitch. Let's make a slip knot. Okay. So let's make chain 3. Skip this stitch right here and then proceed on this one. Let's make 1 double crochet. Then let's make double crochet all around. So let's skip this space here and proceed to this stitch. this will be our last double crochet for this row. And there you go. We will not be doing any double crochet on these 4 center rows. Now proceeding to the next row. This chain 3 here serves as our first double crochet. So just make 1 double crochet for the rest of the stitches. For the next rows, you will be making the same pattern. Make 1 double crochet on each stitches. I have made here a total of 28 rows. Now let's connect this stitch, or let's finish up this hoodie. Okay, so you have to connect it like this so that the stitches will be hidden. Okay, so insert your hook on this chain and pull the yarn. Pull and then chain 1. Now insert your hook on the back loop of this stitch and on the first loop here, and slip stitch. So repeat the same pattern until you make it here. Now let's lock the stitch. Cut your yarn and hide the excess yarn using a tapestry needle. We are now done with our hoodie. Thank you very much for staying with me. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you do this project, post it on your social media accounts, tag me, and use the hashtag CJCrochet so that I can see it and give it a heart. I have more tutorials on my playlist. See you on my next tutorial.